Alright, ooh, that's quick. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another live cast of RanDOTA. I am D, your host for the show where the meta doesn't matter. This is a Captain's Mode game I just dropped into. We're already a good chunk of the way through the draft. I thought I had a little more time, guess not. These are not organized teams as we can tell, because no names, or they might be organized and they just haven't registered as a full team, I don't know. For the Dire side, we have Shadow Fiend, Shadow Demon, and Darkseer already. They're currently on their 4th pick. On the Radiant, we have the Templar Assassin, Spirit Breaker, Vengeful Spirit, and the most recent pick was a Gyrocopter. So far, this has been an interesting draft. I mean, we just dropped into this, but this is pretty quick already.
5 seconds remaining.
A Mirana pick. Don't see her too often.
Radiant team banned.
I'm kind of surprised the Radiant team didn't try to ban her out, considering with Shadow Demon, she's got a perfect setup for Sacred Arrow. With, what is it called? Disruption. I thought it was Disruption. I thought it might have been Disjunction, though. Anyway, Disruption into Sacred Arrow is an old combo, but it still works, hopefully.
Remaining.
As for bans, Doom, Ember Spirit, Ancient Apparition, Undying versus Slardar, Night Stalker, Alchemist, Venomancer. People have been watching a lot of the pro games, I can tell. I think I set it to free cam. Yes, I did. I did set to free cam. Good. Hopefully you enjoyed the game last week, folks, where we had the actual pros. Slark is the final ban for the Radiant.
Dire team banned.
I might see about doing more of those, because ultimately that's kind of what I would like to do with this series. Or not necessarily this series. RanDOTA will always be about random games I find. Dazzle being the final ban for the Dire.
Team pick.
But yeah, I might make another series, or I might mix it up a little bit on some Sundays where I'll do a pro cast, sometimes I'll do a random cast. Haven't decided yet. We'll see how things work out. Alright, we're into the final picks now. Both teams have dipped into their reserve time just a little bit. There's only a 9-second difference there, so nothing too big.
5 seconds remaining.
Earthshaker.
And Earthshaker is the final pick for the Radiant. Good support hero, good initiation if you can get a good Blink Dagger timing.
Invoker.
Oh, an Invoker pick final for the Dire. That is a fun one. That does kind of throw a wrench into the idea that Shadow Fiend might have been their mid laner. Because you still see Invoker played mid a lot because he's good at it. Although to be fair, with Invoker you do have to be careful about what spells you got and when. In fact, the Invoker player looks like he might be on an organized team, since he's got what looks like a team tag. Spirit Breaker's already laughing, and we haven't even loaded into the game yet. That's kind of rude. Bad Space Cow. Go ahead and get the last hits and denies chart up, just because we're going to need it in a minute. I mean, there's obviously not going to be anything just yet.
Oh my god, it's almost time!
The microphone again, I always put it right in front of my mini-map, which is a pain. Ooh, Darkseer's already warped, already teleported down.
Thanks.
Wow, Spirit Breaker. Well played. I'm actually being sarcastic there. It's looking like Darkseer's going to move in and try and maybe block the pole camp. Which is a good move to have. Is he going to block the pole camp? Maybe. I think the pole camp border is just on the other side is just to the right of the tree he planted that ward by, so more along the lines of I don't know. Actually, I don't think they can see my pings, but so like I said, maybe a little bit more to the right would have blocked it. I don't know. We'll see how things shape up before we start introducing the players. Mostly because I want to see who's going to be the mid laner between the Invoker and the Shadow Fiend.
Just enough time to
This
make
is a set I was actually looking at earlier. The Volatile Majesty set. Alright, which one's the Volatile Pyre? Oh, the Forge Spirit, right. That's an that's a Team Empire set. It's actually a nice set. I kind of like it. Already got some posturing going on. TA might be in a bit of trouble here, depending on what... Oh, good fissure block keeps the Invoker back. So Darkseer and TA get the bounty runes. That was well played. Alright, let's see how the lanes shape up real quick. Looks like they are going to have Invoker mid. So... Alright, we'll go ahead and start with... Actually, you know what? We started with the Dire, I think... I don't remember. Alright, so we'll go ahead and start with the Dire side. On the bottom lane, we have Only Darkness playing on the Darkseer. He's up against @Tacos playing Spirit Breaker. That sounds great, actually. Now I kind of want some tacos. And Blue Sky in the Gyrocopter. So Darkseer solo versus a dual lane. He's probably not. Spirit Breaker's probably going to be able to bully him back. He's probably not going to get too much farm for a bit. Support Vengeful Spirit played by Najimi Ajimu. I'm guessing that's how you say that. Oh, okay. I was just checking something. So, Vengeful Spirit, probably going to be support, roaming around right now. In the mid lane, we got Your Lion April. Hashtag Pray for Cantive. Don't know what that's about. Playing the Templar Assassin. Up against VAE Jack playing the Invoker. And then up top, we've got Soy Feo Pero Tengo El Material. I know some Spanish, but I don't know everything. Playing the Earthshaker. He's up against the Tri-Lane here. Agile Mind on the Mirana. SKD playing the Shadow Fiend. Maybe it's the Tri-Lane, I don't know. And Euripides playing the Shadow Demon. So they actually have two of the Dire actually have two of the Demon Lords. That's actually an interesting point. And actually looks like there's a looks like Vengeful might actually be making this a Tri-Lane on bot for the Radiant. If it is a Tri-Lane on bottom, then Darkseer is basically screwed. He can't take on 3 at once. Two-man smoke already from the Dire. Agile Mind and Euripides. Ooh, smoke gets broken, but TA can't... I don't think she can see this. Because of the high ground, and there's no ward up here. But TA managed to have the game sense to back off. Okay, Spirit Breaker looked like he was going to maybe make a move on the Invoker. Nothing's going to come out of that, though. That leaves SKD versus Soifeo. I'll just call you that. Earthshaker versus Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend's probably got the edge on that one, although with Earthshaker's multitude of stuns, he should be okay. Unless he gets really out of position and Shadow Fiend gets behind him and just annihilates him. Although Shadow Fiend's actually almost already at maximum souls for level 1. Vengeful Spirit's rotated into the mid. Mirana and Shadow Demon are losing a lot of farm time here. They could... I mean, I can kind of see why they're doing this. They're trying to keep the Invoker safe, but at the same time, they're wasting a lot of their time. Oh, Vengeful's actually gonna... Unless Mirana manages to get a good juke going here. Nope, Vengeful... Oh, that'll spot her. Maybe. Nope, Vengeful's just gonna walk on out of there. No fight. Euripides is already going back up top with his Shadow Demon. He's got level 1 Disruption, and he's only level 1 himself. Shadow Fiend, SKD's already got... he's up to 20 souls. That's actually pretty good damage bonus. I mean, that's 40 damage. Sacred Arrow flies out, and nails a Radiant Creep. Double damage rune spawns up top, whereas Only Darkness gets a bounty rune on bottom. So the Dire are actually getting good rune control so far. Let's see, you got, ooh, looks like a Wex Exhorted Invoker. It's actually my favorite way to play it, especially with the high levels of Exhort, because I like having the ability to just throw out a lot of damage everywhere. Oh, we get...
And I didn't miss it.
Indeed we didn't miss it, period. Euripides gets first blood killing Elfeo, or Soifeo, sorry. So Shadow Demon takes the first kill. Spirit Breaker's up here all of a sudden. Where did you...
Time for some shake and break.
Except Earthshaker's dead. He just got back. There are some interactions you'll see between heroes sometimes. Some of them are actually kind of funny. Probably the smartest one I've ever seen is one I actually ended up with. I was playing as Ancient Apparition, and my lane partner ended up being Kunkka. Oop, hold on. Hold that thought. Sacred Arrow flies out. And actually is enough. It nails the Earthshaker, and the Invoker gets the kill with Sunstrike. So Jack gets that kill. From mid lane to the top lane.
Top tower is under attack.
Earthshaker's already been bullied out of lane. He should not be there. He should not be up there on his own. He's already been beaten.
Green dude's top thing is about to get
I mean, it's not a hopeless situation. He can still recover from 2 deaths, but especially since neither of the deaths went to the Shadow Fiend. If Shadow Fiend had gotten those, he'd already have well, he's already a max souls, but now he's not. If he'd gotten those kills though, Shadow Fiend would be a lot better off. Darkseer, only Darkness is not going to be doing too well down here, since he's facing off against Gyrocopter and the Vengeful, both of whom have range on him. Although Vengeful's only level 2, so she doesn't have... Oh, looks like we might have a bit of a tiny bit of a hit. Magic Missile flies out, Wave of Terror, and nothing happens. Luckily for only Darkness, he was behind his own tower. Vengeful gets the bounty. Najimi gets the bounty rune. Tacos is just kind of... He's got to stay back. He can't possibly fight the Invoker on his own. Unless he gets like super lucky with the bashes. Like he'd have to basically get every single bash. There's really not a lot he can do against Jack here. And as you notice, I'm trying to do better about using the player names rather than the character names. Actually, you know, I'm gonna drop the only. I'm just gonna call you Darkness, because another magic missile flies out. Only Darkness hits the surge. Oh, there goes the call down, but it's not gonna land on anybody. Euripides came in, and that disruption may very well have just saved the Darks. Just very well may have saved Darkness. Ooh, 2 stacks of Shadow Poison. Tacos is charging across the map, actually gets nailed for a little bit by Roshan. He stops the surge. Oh, Ion Shell comes out from Darkness. Tacos is suddenly in massive trouble. He's not going to make it out of this. Sunstrike down. Gets him. Jack gets the kill again. So Jack from the mid lane, that was well timed. Because, I mean, Spirit Breaker could have stopped. Could have gone back a little. He could have charged out. That was some good prediction from Jack there. Ooh, Soifeo drops the fissure. SKD's trying to walk away, but we can see that he's being charged out by the Spirit Breaker. I forgot for some reason I just forgot Spirit Breaker's name. Tacos. Why did I forget tacos? I'm hungry. Or I like tacos. The food. I don't know about the player. Tacos is just bashing away at SKD, whereas your Lion April has just shown up. Euripides comes in, disrupts April. Ooh, Tacos turns around, charges in, but April gets the kill. Another Sunstrike down, but not gonna land this time. Sorry, Jack. Nothing for you. Najimi is getting quite badly injured by by Jack. Ooh, he does get the kill, but he also gets the negative Vengeance aura, which is always a bad thing. Darkness is just walking around with his Ion Shell going. So they made it a 1-for-1, but unfortunately in this case it's supposed to be their safe lane farmer for a roaming support Venge. Trading a safe lane farming Shadow Fiend for a roaming support Venge is not a good trade. Ooh, Earthshaker, he jumped in and actually dropped the Echo Slam. Fissure onto a couple, but Soifeo not gonna manage it because April just barely dodges out of the way of that Sunstrike. But yeah, that unfortunately for Earthshaker, while he can kill an entire team with an Echo Slam, you need an Aghanim Scepter and some support behind you just to make sure.
bottom tower.
Whoa, Blue Sky's already taken down the first tower. It's not even 10 minutes in and they've already lost tower, and he's actually not gonna TP up top. Granted, I mean there's a 5-man team up here. And it's 5-1 in favor of our Dire squad. SKD getting a lot of souls from that stack. April grabs an Invis rune and actually pops it pretty quickly. Not a bad call. Runs into Jack and Ribbities. Is she gonna go off? Is April gonna go off of? Cancels the Invis. Oh, Jack is actually getting charged. Psionic trap down. Spirit Breaker from the front side. Well played, Tacos. Darkness is trying to push his lane back out, which is actually a good idea considering that the Dire have already lost one tier 1 tower. Oh, I got a couple more spectators on this match besides me. Soifeo is just punching creeps. And in comes SKD.
Dudes, middle tower, everyone, go now! Yo, green dudes,
He's actually up to 36 souls already. He's maxed out, which means he's probably gonna at level 9. He's probably gonna actually go around and go ahead and pick up Requiem. We'll find. We'll see. That's actually the usual skill order nowadays. Is you get to level 8 maxing out Shadow Rays and Necromastery, and then you get at level 9 you pick up your first point in Requiem. Fissure flies out from Soifeo. Tacos charges into Agile Mind, and this is not going to go well for the Priestess. Tacos they're running the wrong direction. Ooh, Sunstrike down a little early. Although actually, I think what might have happened was Earthshaker actually stopped, so Soifeo probably saw the Sunstrike coming. Ooh, SK Invoker gets Tacos down. Oh wait, yeah, Spirit Breaker, and then SKD did it? Yeah, SKD got the kill on Soifeo. And I think we might have broken the music again. Fuck. Sorry. Actually didn't. Yes, the demons actually do have their own language, and it actually seems to be a real language. It's not just made up. Well, I mean, it is made up, but you get what. It's not just random syllables. It's not gibberish. It is an actual language. SKD killing the tomato. And the potato. Well, maybe the potato.
Dire's bottom tower.
Jack is... Oh, he's already got a Blink Dagger. Well played. Oh, he's got a Hand of Midas, too. I am actually a big fan of Hand of Midas on Invoker, just because unlike regular characters, Invoker cannot get stat points, if you don't know. His stat boosts come from his three core abilities, from Quas, Wex, Exhort. Each one gives you a small bonus to stats. That's another reason why I like playing a mostly Exhorted Invoker build, because it gives you a lot more intelligence, which means you've got a lot more mana, but you've also got a lot more raw damage. Soifeo's just walking around looking for somebody. How close is he to his blink? He doesn't have a Blink Dagger now. No, he's got a bottle coming. So he's actually a long ways off of Blink Dagger. With good constant farm, at this rate, he should have it somewhere around maybe the 18 to 20 mark. Probably not. We'll see, though. Darkness and SKD positioning themselves near the top tower. Soifeo, Tacos, and April are all coming in. Shadow Rays flies out from SKD, actually lands on Soifeo. Ooh, there's the fissure. Blink Dagger. Ooh, charging in, SKD. Echo Slam onto 2. But it's not going to be enough. Requiem out. Kill. So so SKD actually gets both April and Soifeo. So that gank did not work. SKD actually walks out of there with over 200 health. The Sunstrike from Jack was a well-timed one, but a lot of that comes down to that well-played Requiem. He baited them in. I'll see if I can maybe take a
Radiant's top
I might see
tower is
about.
under attack.
We'll see if I decide to put it in a replay, because I might edit. I'm gonna start trying to do some more edited stuff, but at the same time I like just kind of doing raw
Greenwood's
casts.
top
They're fun.
thing is about to get knocked over.
Nah, I'm not gonna put a replay in.
Structures
Never
are
mind.
fortified.
Zoifeo's back to farming in the top lane. He has not had great luck up here. He's
Radiant's
1 in
middle tower
5.
is under attack.
Shadows take
SKD gets the illusion, and Mirana actually pops her ultimate. So Najimi stuns the wrong Shadow Fiend.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Jack and SKD find Zoifeo, and Earthshaker's dead.
You die as you live.
His family will be notified.
Timid and ignorant.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
April is currently pushing hard on top, or on bottom lane, not top lane. What is Mirage playing? That's Agile Mind again. It's currently 11-3 in favor of our Dire. Euripides is pushing back. Pushing April back, so... So far... In terms of kills, the Dire are definitely ahead, but the problem is they're losing on objectives slightly. Although... Checking health... They're close, they got... all 3 towers, all 3 tier 1s for the Radiant are actually really close together in health, roughly around half. This is a very poor Mirana. It's XP per minute. What am I looking for? There, no, not gold per minute. Oop, Blue Sky gonna get saved by the charge of by Taco's charge. April comes in, throws down and detonates the Psionic Trap. Agile Mind misses with the Sacred Arrow. Call down comes in. Basically one-shots the Mirana. Euripides manages to disrupt April, but it's not going to do much. Tacos is... Oh, there goes a Requiem. Catches Tacos. Although Euripides actually gets the kill, so... One-man Echo doesn't really do much, but it does kind of scare SKD. April comes in from behind. Mech gets popped by Darkness. Zoifeo, April, and Najimi have got to run. There's no way they can really fight this right now. Also, it looks like Darkness dropped the wall. Yeah, he did. He dropped the wall. Fissure block. Najimi gets killed. Zoifeo decides he's trying to save April, but April meld strikes and just annihilates Darkseer. Agile Mind is in serious trouble here. Great timing by Spirit Breaker. Now they can still see it. They can still see the Mirana. Tacos, well played charge. Zoifeo gets the kill with the Fissure, and actually the Spirit Breaker's charge instantly shifts. Taco's charge instantly shifts onto Jack, who is currently being chased. Ooh, great shot with the Sonic Blast.
That's
what that's called, right? Deafening Blast, not Sonic Blast. He occasionally says Sonic Boom when doing it, so it's a Street Fighter reference, but...
Dire structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower...
That fight actually went rather well.
Dire's middle tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Tacos is charging across the map. Looks like he's just aiming for the siege creep. So the Dire have actually lost 2 towers now and haven't managed to take one just yet. And a lot of it was on the back of that that recent fight. Ooh, that's a quad stack. April's going to clear this quad stack real quick and get a massive gold boost.
Bad Dude's top tower gonna fall over soon.
What am I looking for? Where's what I'm looking for?
Radiant's
Okay, you know what? I'm
middle
just gonna
tower
do
is
this.
under attack.
That's why. The one key I didn't
Dire's
hit.
top tower is under attack.
So Gyro's currently leading. Blue Sky's currently got the highest net worth. Not surprising. Requiem flies out. Ooh, Nether swap in. April is not going to make it out of this, and neither is Najimi. Euripides gets Najimi, and Jack gets April. Blue Sky, on the other hand, managed to take the third tier 1, and oh man, Echo call down combo onto Euripides. He's just, ugh, that's, I don't think there's anything left to bury. Darkness comes in, but there's really not much he's going to be able to do against both Soifeo and Blue Sky at this point. Yeah, he manages to push them back a little bit, but they're going to have to run. Darkness is badly hurt. SKD comes in to clean up the push on bottom. Agilemon dropping the Starstorm, that's what it's called. Okay. Okay, Earthshaker actually repaused the game, so. And then resumed it. Oy. We actually have a. Okay, we did have a disconnect, so. Looks like Darkness on the Darkseer is having a bit of a connection issue. Oh, he's back. It's currently 10 to 15 at 20 minutes. But the real story here is how the Dire have lost all 3 of their tier 1s. They've ceded a lot of map control for 5 extra kills. Ooh, Soifeo actually managed to take down Jack. Where was this? Yeah, right there, right near the Dire side shop. Tacos is just... He's trying to pull a... Is he trying to get a stack going? Because he pulled too early for a stack. I think you have to pull around like the 57 second mark to actually get a stack going. I'm not much of a stacker. I've gotten about 15, I think. Granted, I don't play much competitive Dota, and that's the only thing it actually records, so... I kind of like the way the fissure looks with the... Yeah, the Totem of Deep Magma. Blue Sky's just farming up. Yeah, he's trying to get up to his BKB. Okay, so he's only about 600 gold off. A lot of posturing going on right now.
Visibility.
Ooh, I heard the charge start, but... Oh, must have gotten stunned up. Yeah, he must have charged... Yeah, he charged straight into a Sacred Arrow.
In your bottom.
Ouch. That's gotta hurt. Blue Sky's again farming. Those poor satyrs. Oop. Darkness is gone again. Seems to be having some connection issues. And since this is a live game, all pauses and the like, I can't really get through them any faster. I'm sorry, folks. Hopefully he comes back. I hate to see a team lose because they lost to one person. Jack is actually throwing around a lot of power here. Spirit Break. Oh, Taco's charged in. Oh, takes another Sacred Arrow to the face on the charge. Soifeo jumps in on a 2-man Echo.
That's a 2-5.
And Jack gets killed, but he does get a double kill onto Najimi. So, a 2-for-1. Pretty well played. Let's check the fight recap. Yep. Some interesting kills there. That got a little nuts. Let's check last hits and zones real quick. Gyro's... Blue Sky on his gyrocopter is just farming his heart out. Which is actually a problem for our Dire squad, because they have not really stopped him. He's already up to a BKB, he's got his Sanjin Yasha. Najimi TP's in to help him out, and stick with gyrocopter.
Tower is under attack.
And in fact, that's actually a good thing because that gives the Vengeance aura go for a little bit. I'm a big fan of the Vengeance aura. SNY now up on SKD. He's also got Mask, or not Mask, but Helm of the Dominator. Let's do some item checks. Oh, first off, we got a fight. Sort of. Najimi's manages to... Ooh, barely dodges the Sunstrike.
Bad dudes, middle tower, everyone, go, now!
Okay, Earthchecker's actually got his Blink Dagger now. Well played, Soyfail. Why did you drop your Arcane Boots? Not a great idea. Leaving Arcane Boots just literally sitting in the middle of the river.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Blade Mail up on tacos. That's what he was going for, okay. I thought he might have been going for Crystallis.
Bad dude's top tower gonna fall over soon.
25-minute Deso up for April. Tacos is charging, but he's just going on the minimap. He's charging at a creep.
Top tower is under attack.
SKD and Agile Mind are... Oh, when did... Oh, okay. Darkness is back. Had to take a call from Illidan. I mean, the character, not the player. So far, our Dire squad is actually now 4-manning around. Darkness is teleported down bottom to try and stop the push, whereas the rest of his team is just chunking down. Oh wow, when did he get up here? Oh no, it's Jack that's down bottom. Wow, I was not paying attention. Why would... Yeah, he dropped the wall. He didn't really do anything with that. Did Earthshaker ever pick his boots back up? No, he did not. The Radiant take Roche, and April gets the Aegis. Wonder what happened to those arcane boots that were just sitting on the ground. I'll have to go back and check the replay.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Maybe. Let's check items. Does anybody actually have arcane boots on them? 2 people do. Euripides and Darkness. So they might have just stolen them. Actually not. Darn it. Usually you can tell who the item belongs to. Oh well, let's check the XP graph. About 6.5K in favor of the Radiant squad. And the net worth chart, just under 3K, so about 2750. Radiant are actually doing okay for themselves. I mean, they're down by 5 kills still, but if you... It doesn't matter if you're down by 1 kill or 1,000... If you're... Let me restart that. It doesn't matter if you're ahead by 1 kill or 1,000 kills. If your Ancient dies, you still lose. I mean, getting kills does help, but it's just you gotta get the objectives. And so far, the Dire have only taken 1 tower, as opposed to 3 the Radiant have taken. The Radiant have also done considerable damage to the bottom tier 2. Dire grouping up as a 5-man in the top lane. April, Najimi, they're kind of out in their own. Uh-oh. Ajaman pops the ultimate. Are they gonna find... April jumps around, blinks out. Najimi does get killed, but the carry gets away. When did Spirit Breaker die? Oh, pretty recently. I missed that one. Tacos got killed. Oh, 2-man Echo! 2-man Invisible Echo. April jumps back in, and it's suddenly a 2-for-1 on top lane. And Darkness is like, nope, I'm getting out of here. He really needs to run. Yeah, I was gonna say, keep popping Surge, otherwise... Actually, wait, no, she probably can't catch him. 390 move speed. Actually, yeah, she could easily catch him. She could even make it worse by adding the phase movement speed bonus.
Bad dude
Soyfeo shows up, and darkness gets away.
Structures are fortified.
Uh-oh. SKD just got found. Fissure. Ooh, April gets the kill on darkness. Suddenly the Dire are not looking as strong as they were. I mean, they're still doing pretty well. But this tier 2 tower on top is gone. And Jack again takes down Tacos. Wow. Tacos really needs to learn to avoid Jack the Invoker, which is almost that's kind of up there with what Invoker's actual name is. For those of you wondering, his name is actually Carl. Yes, I'm not kidding. Or yes, I'm being 100% serious. His name is apparent. It originally started as a joke because in Dota 1, if you don't know or if you don't remember, Invoker's model was the model of the character of Kael'thas Sunstrider. This is all back in Warcraft 3, so yeah. So Invoker used the Kael'thas Sunstrider model. Hold that thought. 3-man smoke in the mid for the Radiant squad. Oh, Najimi already broke it, and Invoker is Jack is a terrible target to use with another swap because he's got a good blink dagger. You need to actually hit him first. Ooh, Jack almost dies and blinks out. Najimi is dead, but April died for a second there, but actually manages to come back. Jack gets the kill onto Soyfeo with a Sunstrike. That was another strike going out. Tacos just killed Mirana. Ooh, that isn't good. Shadow Fiend gets... SKD on the Shadow Fiend got April and TA, so... not a good trade. Jack gets a little run over by Tacos, who is currently charging a creep. He's trying to get out of here. He might make it. Sunstrike flies out. A little too early. If he'd waited a quarter of a second more, he'd have gotten that kill. But hey, it was still well timed. Jack just keeps getting knocked around when Tacos charges, I noticed. That's kind of funny. Maybe that's why he seems to be gunning extra hard for him. Tacos is actually going to survive this at this point. Maybe. Although, to be fair, our Invoker does... Jack on the Invoker now has an Aghanim's, which basically means a lot shorter... Oh, cool. I didn't... That's a new one. So, even maxed out, there's extra levels. Which is really terrifying to think about.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Oh wow, Soyfeo finally gets some revenge for his Spirit Breaker buddy by taking down Jack on the Invoker.
Gold for me.
And April just kills an entire creep wave in 2 shots. That's horrifying to watch. Tacos gets darkness. Where was that? Oh wow. Okay, that was a lot of particle effects I wasn't expecting. That was a call down, and it looks like there might also have been yeah, Echo was committed. Where is Tacos? Okay, he's going. It looks like he's probably headed back home. Space Cow is headed back to the barn.
Middle tower is under attack.
Enchant Totem smack on the tower takes a huge chunk of its health. This is gonna be the second tier 2. The Dire, they're still winning by 5 kills, but they're just not winning the objectives. They're not able to take a tower. They've taken 2 so far in 33 minutes. They're doing okay, but at this point, at this rate, the Radiant are just gonna run over them eventually because they're just gonna have so much more map control. That's actually how the Radiant were able to take Roshan so easily, because the Dire just had no control. They had lost the tier 1 on bottom and the tier 1 on mid. Enchant Totem, which means Earthshaker's next attack is going to hit for 525 damage. That's insane already. But he's got to remake his boots. Oh, no, he doesn't, because he's actually got boots of travel. That that's a disturbing prospect.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
The Dire are just completely down of outer towers. They still have a tier 1. I mean, it's very badly injured, but they still have their tier 1 on mid. So this is actually a good showcase of what happens if you go too heavy on the kill potential. Because our Dire squad has a lot of kill potential. I mean, we saw that early on with the first blood going their way. I think first blood went their way. But with just all the kills they've been getting. Ooh, Invoker blinks in, Jack drops the meteor. But unfortunately for him, Spirit Breaker... Oh, nope, Spirit Breaker's still gonna die. Goodbye, tacos. Invisible gyrocopter. Is he gonna try and go get revenge? At this point, the Invoker is just kind of... I think he's just intentionally stepping on the... I think Jack's just intentionally stepping on Taco's head. Because he's killed him several times. Let's check kills. Of his 12 kills, I think at least 4 of them are on the Spirit Breaker. And he picks up an Octarine Core. That's not good. So it's 1.5 second invoke. 1.5 second free invoke, no less. So this means he's gonna be invoking on speed. Using Sunstrike to check on Roche. What is this? Cooldown on Sunstrike is now down to 18 seconds. Or actually it's closer to 19, but... Euripides pings out the Roche pit. Roche is not up yet. He's gonna be up in 20 seconds. I wonder what kind of boots Najimi is gonna go for. And if that means something offensive, I am sorry. I don't actually know if it has a meaning. I speak fluent English, pretty decent German, very little Spanish. And then I have a tiny knowledge of a good number of other languages, but I think their 5 banning, while it helps them get the kills, has actually been what's kind of hurting the Dire squad. Because it means that, yeah, they can kill people, but they don't get the farm they need. 4-man smoke. And it's suddenly broken. Blue Sky gets hit with a Yules. Uh-oh. Echo onto 4 along with a call down that actually didn't hit much, but it did scatter them out. Blue Sky is just floating around looking for somebody to kill. April as well. Oh, she saw Darkness, but decided he's not a good enough target. Euripides gets nailed. Ooh, SKD drops the Requiem, nearly kills Soifeo. Wall is down. So is Darkness, though. SKD goes down. That's 4 for 1 so far, as Tacos gets taken out by Jack again. SKD buys back, and Jack also manages to kill the Vengeful Spirit, as played by Najimi. Tornado misses, so it's a 2 for 4 with a buyback on SKD. April actually finds her lucky regen rune and is going to be back to full strength. So yeah, that was a 4 for 2 exchange. Again, that shows you the strength of our Radiant squad. Both squads have good fighting, but since the Radiant have been taking more objectives and playing a little bit better, they managed to do that even though they're down by 4 kills. Are we going to see another Roche? That's the question. Earthshaker drops the ward and actually uses it as vision to port up. Oop, actually, looks like Roche wanted to go on him, but... And now Roche finally decides it's a better idea not. That was call down, which I think that was a zoning, probably a zoning ultimate. Plus, he's already got down to where it's a 45-second cooldown. Tornado, EMP, Chaos Meteor, and he has to pop the BKB to teleport out of there. He's not gonna die, but Requiem onto just the Earthshaker. Soifeo is not gonna make it out of this. Maybe. April gets the Aegis, the second Aegis, and oh, just barely catches the Earthshaker. Jack with that tornado was great. Darkness still goes down. Tacos is on the back lines. April is just charging after Jack. He does not want him to get away. Euripides got the disruption off, but he's standing in the call down. Oh, so close, but not quite. Jack gets a dominating streak with again killing in Tacos. Where was that? I missed that. Oh, it was up here in the river. Well, we were down there watching everything else. Blue Sky, looks like he tried to deny it, but at the same time he's also going flat cannon. Oh, April throws out a meld trick that misses because of the Ghost Walk. EMP Tornado into the omnidirectional deafening blast. And SKD gets the kill on Blue Sky. This is suddenly turning really chaotic. April, oh, pops the Aegis. This is not going to end well. Little early on that. Early on that Sunstrike there, Jackie, but April is not going to make it out of this. This is actually where the team fight lineup starts to really work. Tornado catches Tacos, and Darkness is actually just running straight forward. So that ends up being a 2 for... Let's see. Yeah, 2 for 0. 3 for 0, actually. I missed the... I forgot about Tacos going down, and also that he bought back.
Get mad or get even. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
This is going a little nuts. Heard the nether swap go off. Where was that? Oh, he swapped. Oh, Jack gets a kill on the Najimi. So, oh, and April buys back on a TA. Looks like the Dire are actually going to be the first high ground. Ooh, 4-man Echo Slam. Is that going to turn it? That might turn it. Agile Mind manages to leap away from SKD. That Requiem was more zoning, but it still actually did pretty good. Jack throws out the tornado. It doesn't catch April. April manages to avoid it. Call down. Not going to land on anybody, but it is going to scare them off. There's no way they can fight this anymore. Oh man, you need at least one. Come on, Blue Sky. You gotta get at least a value point in homing missile. You could have stopped a lot of that, or you could have helped the chase a lot.
Regeneration.
So that ends up being a 2 for 1, really. 33 to 25. Oh, another tornado from Jack into a full combo, but just as he lands, Blue Sky manages to pull off the BKB. Oh, they can see you, Jack. You're not gonna make it. Told you wouldn't make it. Blue Sky gets. Oh wow, he's really not taking much damage, SKD. There you go. The Rocket Barrage finally gets him. And a buyback on Jack. Nobody has buyback anymore, mostly because Earthshaker's or Soifeo is, or I can never remember anymore. Yeah, Soifeo is the closest with 102 to go, but looks like the Radiant are actually gonna try and counter high ground already. If they can take the tower and one of the racks, they'll be ahead. Ooh, Darkness drops into a vacuum wall, blinks in with a vacuum wall combo. Jack drops the Sunstrike. Does get the kill onto Najimi, and then Echo onto 2. Another strike out beyond the wall. Darkness gets killed by Tacos, but instantly buys back. Deafening Blast from Jack doesn't land. Actually, no, it did land on Tacos. He didn't get... Oh. Cold Snap is what stopped him there, if you're wondering, because you can't actually stun Spirit Breaker out of his charge. So Soifeo is in bad shape here. He does manage to get a Fissure Block off. He's gonna... Oh, he uses the fog. Is he gonna get away? Sunstrike just barely misses clipping him. That would have been enough to kill him. Cold Snap is gonna get it though. He's gone down. Jack gets another kill. This game is going nuts. I like it. Huh, gained another spectator and a dislike for some reason. This is actually a fun game. Unfortunately for the Radiant, they did not manage to take that tower. If they'd gotten the tier 3 tower and maybe done some damage to the racks in mid lane, they'd be ahead. They'd be really ahead if they managed to take one, but take what you can get. It's now 29 to 36. The kills, I did say earlier that the kills are not the biggest mark of success, although in this case it seems like it's going really well for our Dire squad. Najimi is not in a good way. Blue Sky jumps in to try and help out the Vengeful. Darkness gets stunned in the call down. Blue Sky takes him down. Ooh. April is just gunning for Jack, but Jack's actually not going to be able to escape this because Spirit, here comes Tacos. He thinks the blink is going to save him. It's not. Oh, the tornado might though. Nether Strike onto... Where'd that Nether Strike even... It didn't land on anybody. Mirana. Agile Mind gets killed by Blue Sky on the gyro. So we have another one for nil. Although to be fair, Darkness also died. The fight recap is a little off sometimes like that. Oh wow, that's terrifying. That's a great build from Gyro so far. He's got Butterfly, Sanjinyasha, BKB, MKB. So he can shoot everybody and never miss. The Dire tier 3 is gone. Oop. Soifeo actually got clipped by the end of that tornado. So he got a little bit of a vacation up in the air. This is a hard fight game. Just checking out I'm just taking a look at the effigies right now. Take a quick second. That's all of them. Oh, we got a fight going, sorry. Darkness jumps in, vacuum. The wall is a bad place, but the call down's not. SKD, he's trying to get Requiem off, but he's not gonna manage it. That MKB stun. Those MKB mini stuns. 3 for 1. Najimi's the only death on our Radiant side. Jack and Agile Mind are the only survivors for the Dire. Jack looks like he's gonna manage it quite a bit, but oh. Tacos goes down to Jack again. He's gotten like half his kills off of Spirit Breaker. Blue Sky drops down with... Oh, 2-man! 2-man Echo is enough for Soifeo to end up wiping the team. That's a horrible pun. For those of you wondering, because of the way Earthshaker works, he's basically a living earthquake. That's what Echo Slam basically is. He's basically causing a giant earthquake. And fault lines are where earthquakes come from, basically. Triple buyback from the Dire on Agile Mind, SKD, and Euripides. They did manage to get some damage onto the racks, though, so... Unfortunately, melee racks heal. Unfortunately for Dire, range tracks don't. Although, to be fair, the range tracks took, like, literally 42 damage. Let's see... 48 minutes so far. 36 to 39. Our Radiant squad's done a good job catching up on the kill board, which means that our Dire squad is not in a good way. Because this is the Dire lineup is one that needed to get ahead and stay ahead. They got ahead. They haven't managed to quite stay ahead yet. Roshan is back up. This is Rosh number 3. He's got some cheese. And yes, apparently, giant, somewhat immortal monsters apparently decide to carry cheese after you kill them a couple of times. Some fake Earthshakers going around. Although, to be fair, the Dire squad's currently invisible because of Moonlight Shadow. Not quite certain where that Sunstrike was going, or where it... Or it didn't seem to have hit anybody. Got a bit of posturing here in the mid. Oh, but Jack's going in on Soifeo, and wow! Tacos is coming in to charge, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to save his buddy. Jack is actually... He's overstayed his welcome. He's not going to make it out of this, I don't think. Echo Slam, Nether Strike combo. Not going to be enough to kill him, but he's already been dusted. Jack gets shot down by the gyro. I didn't say shut down, I said shot down. But he does have buyback. He's the only member of the Dire squad that currently has buyback. Everybody else has it on cooldown. Whereas Soifeo, April, and Blue Sky all have it for the Radiant squad. Oh, never mind. Soifeo bought something, so now he doesn't have it. Roshan number 3 is going down to the Radiant squad.
Murphy's just a chill dude, so someone explained to me why Radiant had to go and kill him.
They dropped the Urn of Shadows, so now there's cheese on the ground. I wouldn't want to pick it up and eat it. I mean, you just fought a giant monster for it, and now it's sitting in his lair, which I'm guessing those are all bloodstains on the ground. That poor range creep. Its family will be notified. I think that's the second time in this very cast I've made that joke. Agile Mine gets hit with a fissure, but there's not really much going on here. Blue Sky is just chunking away. The melee barracks are gone. First racks of the game goes to our Radiant squad. First row of racks, even. Now they're pushing. Looks like they're gonna try and high ground onto the bot lane too. In fact, there goes already. Wow. And there's a satanic for Blue Sky. Ooh, Jack drops his whole combo, but April is actually surviving. SKD jumps in and drops the Requiem, but it's not doing much. Tacos is gonna die there, but he's gonna come right back because he had the Aegis. SKD, on the other hand, is barely gonna survive. Najimi so far has been the only full death.
Dire's bottom barracks has fallen.
But the Dire squad had to run in full-on retreat. Jack's the only one trying to stand up to this, and he's now stunned. And April's actually very low on health, but she's actually gonna take down Jack, who instantly uses his buyback to come back into the game. We've got quite a few buybacks up. We've got 4 of them up, actually. Blue Sky is just chunking. He's just... Agile Mine gets her kill. No, that's 4 kills. Uh-oh. We got a charge coming in onto Jack. Soifeo doesn't quite dodge the EMP, but Jack is now in some serious trouble here as Tacos and Soifeo are just gonna basically try and break his head. You really shouldn't. I don't think he should have done that, but oh well, that's his call. Are we gonna have another charge? Yep, charging in from Tacos. Forge Spirits come out, blink into... Well, actually, that was almost a Nether Strike. Oh, Jack jumps forward and gets killed for it. So he does manage to take down Soifeo, but he still dies. And that means he's out for 2 minutes because he did use his buyback, so... April Boots travels in, and Agile Mine gets annihilated. So that ends up being a 2 for 2 on the top lane. I'm not quite sure where Darkness died, or even when. Oh. Oh well. 21 and 10 on Jack's Invoker. I still think probably about 10 of them are the Spirit Breaker.
Top tower gonna fall over soon.
As played by Tacos. Darkness and Ribides are trying to stop this push, but it's doing a ton of... This tower is already not long for the world. It's also their last lane. Top is Dire's last strong lane. They got close to to the racks, but we'll see how this goes. Oh, I'm actually using my Alliance HUD. I didn't even notice. Shows how much I'm paying attention to my own cosmetics. Granted, the Reborn client still doesn't register cosmetics on everybody at times, so... I mean, they're not the most important thing in the world, but they look cool. I mean, that's why they exist, pretty much. I mean, come on, we have Sky Pirate Gyrocopter here. Oh, looks like they're gonna gear up for the final push. For the final death push on the top lane. There goes the tower. April just chunks it down without even trying. The Dire are positioning themselves pretty well behind their barracks, but without the tower. Oh! Here comes Tacos charging into SKD. Ooh, the tornado actually stops him. Well played by Jack. Another strike pops the Lincoln Sphere from Mirana, so it does kind of waste it, but the melee barracks goes down. SKD drops the Requiem. Doesn't do anything. Second one doesn't do anything either. The Radiant have the Megas. All that's left are the tier 4s and the Ancient itself. Tacos is doing his best to try and fight 1v3, but that ain't gonna go well. It didn't. There's buyback status. Yellen's a buybacker on the Radiant side. That was a one-man echo onto Jack, who promptly gets killed. Darkness is going down as well.
Middle tower is under attack. Bad dudes, middle tower, everyone, go now!
Both tier 4s fall at pretty much the exact same time, so that's the game, folks. The Radiant are going to take this one, 46 to 44. 90 kills in 56 minutes. Well, folks, I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, please feel free to like or favorite the video and leave a comment down below. If you have a replay you'd like me to check out, you can send it to the email. There should be one. It should be listed down below in the bottom, in the description of the video. If you enjoy Terraria or watching somebody try to build a home for a band of morons, tune in on Friday for my Wild Terraria Fridays episode. I think we're up to episode 5 now. There should be episode 6 coming up soon. Or you can check out my War of the Gods series that goes out on Saturday. We're up to episode 5 there in Marignan. We're fighting in the late ages, fighting off against the nations of Arcosophail and Abyssia. That's going pretty fun. I've never really played Marignan before. And if you want to make sure you never miss a video, please feel free to click the subscribe button down below or the link that'll be at the end of this video. As for that, folks, I have been D. Good night, and good gaming.